All right, Sean the Dirt here. We're here with the Skagit Speedway IMCA two-time champion, Jeff Westergard. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing great. A little cold this morning, but it's good.
Yeah, I know. But found you here at the swap meet in the streets. And figured I'd do a quick interview because we didn't get to talk after the season. Talk about the season. Another championship up here at Skagit Speedway, huh?
Yeah, it was a good season. We struggled a little bit with our engine program. We lost a couple motors this year. One was a parts failure, and the other one was just the carburetor coming apart and going through the motor. So we had some bad luck there, but our team, we never quit, and we just kept going, and got Louis Nutter actually saved our season and brought us a motor to run for the first race. Ended up winning with his motor, and so we pulled it out again this season. 2 championships in a row. It was good.
So the modified, you jumped in that modified to survive the 55. I think that probably was your first race in a modified. Was that your first race in a modified?
Yeah.
Not 2 years ago, but before that.
It was the end of 3 seasons ago. I ended up buying my modified the Thursday before the Survive 55. Bolted my seat in it, actually at the shop right there, 1 in the morning, and went and raced on Friday. And we ended up putting that car in the show. I think we took 9th or something that year in the Survive 55. And
Yeah.
And then I was like, hey, we're kind of onto something. Let's try this for a couple seasons. And we went and did Arizona the first year. After that, we went down to Arizona and tried to learn how to drive these cars good and be consistent and network with these guys that are in these things all the time and try to learn how to set them up and manipulate them and everything. So we went and ran that, came up, won half the races at Skagit that year, and then try to do a little bit more traveling when we could. And then this year again, we ended up not going to Arizona. We were heading down to California right in the beginning of the year and lost a motor in Willamette on the way down. So we ended up just parking the car there and getting the motor rebuilt and coming back up and just focusing on Skagit.
Yeah, and you primarily focused on Skagit. Did get a little other racing in, won a little bit at River City, and got a little bit of Grays Harbor in there. I think you got a podium run and had a good run there. But you showed you're a wheel man. Whenever you get in, midgets, championship there. So what's next now? I hear you're going to move on to something else. You can't stay in something too long, can you?
Yeah, I like new. I like going fast. My heart's in sprint cars.
Okay.
I used to race sprint cars, and
what year was that?
Well, I started in 04 running micros up at Deming, and then I think a few years later, we started running sporty, and then we went down and ran 360 at Elma. Did a lot of wingless stuff in Oregon and Washington, and then my heart's there. I just haven't been able to do it, but. This year, our plan is to go back sprint car racing. Not sure exactly what motor we're going to do yet. Just kind of depends on funding, what we can come up with. But we bought I sold the modified. We bought a sprint car roller, and it's capable of running any of the classes. And then we'll kind of go from there on motor-wise.
All right, so that's pretty cool. And are you so you're looking for funding then? That's pretty much the next thing.
Yeah, so we're looking for funding to try to get a motor program together. I'd like to go 360 or 410 racing. We'll see what we can kind of pool up to get together to do it. They're expensive motors, so we're trying to figure out what we could do for a motor next year. And in the meantime, I actually just signed up to run a race in 2 weeks in Arizona. So 21st and 22nd, I'm going to run a 360 for Barry down at the Central Arizona Raceway and get back into it. I ran some sprint car stuff, but 360 stuff I haven't ran in 12 years. So I'm going to go run a race down in Arizona and get back into the groove and relearn how to drive it after driving the modified for a couple of years.
And the wing down that wing down program is a pretty good program. Yeah,
no, their cars are beautiful. They have really nice stuff, good motors, good everything. So it's up to par on what I want to do with my racing, and I look forward to it.
All right, well, thanks for the time, and I'm sure we'll see you at a racetrack here in the Northwest in 26 driving a sprint car.
Yep, sounds good.
This is Sean, and you're in the dirt.